From Dragon Lairs to Marvel missions, we're breaking down the absolute must-dos at the Disneyland Paris resort. While Walt Disney Studios Park features standout attractions like Avengers Assemble Flight Force and Crush's Coaster, much of the park is currently undergoing a major transformation into Disney Adventure World. Yes, they're changing the name. That's how much this park is under construction. With exciting new lands on the way like World of Frozen, and a Lion King themed attraction, the first of its kind. Once construction is complete, the must-do list will definitely expand, but for now, just a heads up, Disneyland Park is where most of the magic happens.
One of our favorite must-dos on this list, we're combining a few things. There are a bunch of walkthroughs here in Disneyland Paris. They've got a bunch in different lands, but specifically our favorite is the one inside the castle. Because inside Sleeping Beauty's castle, there lies a dragon, and you can go inside the castle, underneath it, and see a huge dragon. It's big, it's scary, it's terrifying, it's very dark in there, and I encourage you to go walk inside the castle and see it for yourself. So let's go.
It's a dimly lit cavern tucked quietly beneath the castle, and inside sleeps a massive animatronic dragon, the largest of its kind in any Disney park. It's one of those rare Disney experiences that feels intimate and cinematic, like you've discovered a secret only a few guests know about. It's completely unexpected, you don't need to queue, and it's not advertised like a big attraction. You just wander in and suddenly you're face to face with a sleeping beast. Go inside the castle, not just underneath for the dragon, but upstairs too. Inside Sleeping Beauty's castle is a hidden gem, a beautifully curated walkthrough that brings the tale of Sleeping Beauty to life through stunning stained glass windows, tapestries, and intricate displays. You also get beautiful views of Fantasyland from the balconies, which adds to the magic. It's one of the most beautiful, underrated parts of the park. Disneyland Paris has several immersive walkthroughs that aren't rides, but they're packed with atmosphere, storytelling, and artistry. They're quiet, not crowded, and full of surprises. I've already mentioned some, but here's the others you should experience while you're there. In Adventureland, this walkthrough features miniature scenes from Aladdin in glowing dioramas. It's charming and nostalgic. Alice's Curious Labyrinth, a whimsical hedge maze in Fantasyland where you can explore quirky scenes from Alice in Wonderland and climb to the Queen of Hearts castle for a panoramic view of all of Fantasyland. But trust me, block some extra time for this one because you will get lost. Les Mystères du Nautilus. In Discoveryland, step into Captain Nemo's submarine from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's dark, mysterious, and full of steampunk vibes. And the Pirate Caves. Hidden in the lush, winding paths of Adventureland, the Pirate Caves are a sprawling network of tunnels, waterfalls, and secret hideouts. You'll feel like you've stumbled into a real pirate's lair, complete with treasure, skeletons, and echoing caverns. It's moody, mysterious, and perfect for explorers of all ages. Skull Rock adds to the atmosphere, making you feel like you're in the middle of a Pirates of the Caribbean tale even before you get on the ride. All of these walkthroughs let you slow down and soak in the details. They're perfect for exploring between rides, and they offer a deeper kind of magic, the kind you feel when you're wandering through a story instead of rushing past it. Even if you've done Pirates in either of the US parks, the Paris version is next level. It's longer, darker, and more atmospheric, with 2 drops, a dramatic storyline, swinging and sword-fighting animatronics, and cinematic sets that feel like you're sailing through a real pirate siege. The queue winds through a fortress, the ride dives into eerie caves and burning towns, and the whole experience is more immersive and intense than its American counterparts. If you think you've seen it all, think again. Pirates in Paris is a must-do. Don't skip it.
We're heading back in time to the Wild Wild West for Big Thunder Mountain. Here, you better hold tight as this runaway mine train cart rollicks you and your family wildly around a haunted mountain. Now, we'll get to the haunted mountain in a little bit, not yet, but this is Big Thunder Mountain. If you've ridden it in Disney World, you know the drill, but this one is a must-do for a few different reasons. This one is a little bit more thrilling than our Disney World counterpart. The ending is pretty pitch black, it'll surprise you, and there are bigger water effects throughout the attraction. And also, anytime we've spoken to any of y'all here in the parks, if we've gotten recommendations from other people we know, a lot of people say that Big Thunder Mountain is their favorite ride in this park. So it is a must-do, it's very popular, so we're putting it on the must-do list.
Snow White in Disneyland Paris is a dark ride with a real bite. Classic Disney charm mixed with spooky thrills. You board a minecart and roll through scenes from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, starting with cheerful woodland creatures and ending in the Queen's eerie dungeon. But this isn't just a sweet storybook ride. It's got edge. For my friends that missed the Spooky Adventures version that we used to have many, many years ago in the States, this version is for you. It's a must-do for Disney fans who love classic storytelling with a dramatic twist. All of the shows were on break during our visit, so we didn't get to see them with our own eyes, but even without experiencing them firsthand, we know they're a must-do. We all think live entertainment is important around here, but if you watch our videos, you already know that. The production quality, storytelling, and atmosphere they bring to the parks are legendary. If you're planning a trip, make time for the shows. They're a huge part of the parks. Disney Stars on Parade is an absolute must-see at Disneyland Paris. It's a dazzling spectacle where your favorite Disney and Pixar characters come to life in a whirlwind of music, color, and magic. It's not just a parade, it's a full-blown theatrical experience that celebrates the spirit of discovery and imagination. Iconic characters from classics like Peter Pan, The Jungle Book, Sleeping Beauty, The Lion King, and Frozen glide past on intricately designed floats. Elsa conjures icy magic, Buzz Lightyear soars into action, and Mickey leads the charge with his signature charm. It's a little shorter than the Festival of Fantasy parade we are used to in Magic Kingdom, but that doesn't make it any less magical. In fact, this one also has a fire-breathing Maleficent. But just like the shows, the parade will take a hiatus throughout the year as well. So be sure you are checking the calendar before you plan your trip. Even if you've done other versions, the Paris edition of Tower of Terror stands out with its eerie atmosphere, unique storylines, and chilling effects. From ghostly projections to shaking elevators and chilling soundscapes, the ride blends physical thrills with psychological suspense. It's not just about the drop, it's the build-up, the mystery, and the feeling that you've stepped into a haunted story. Tower of Terror in Paris is a must-do for thrill seekers and story lovers alike. It's a Small World in Disneyland Paris is a joyful, colorful cruise through global harmony, and the America Room is a standout moment that feels like a celebration of home. Even if you've done this ride elsewhere, the Paris version adds its own flair, making it a must-do for first-timers and Disney veterans alike. Toward the end of the ride, you enter a room that celebrates the United States with cowboys, Native American dancers, cheerleaders, football players, and lots of corn, all set against a backdrop of stylized landmarks like the Statue of Liberty and the Hollywood sign. It's a lively, upbeat tribute that blends classic Americana with Disney charm. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril is a fast, looping coaster through jungle ruins, and it's a must-do for thrill seekers at Disneyland Paris. You're cast as an adventurer sent to investigate a mysterious temple deep in the jungle. The base camp is abandoned, the ruins are crumbling, and something clearly went wrong. Then you board a runaway minecart and the real chaos begins. If you've been to Tokyo, then you know this attraction. It's not the best ride out there, but it's totally a must-do if it's new to you or if it's got a low wait time.
And once again, we are in the Wild Wild West in Frontierland. And remember that haunted mountain I was talking about? Well, here we are. We've made it to Phantom Manor, which is Disneyland Paris's version of the Haunted Mansion. Here, you'll be peeking through your fingers in this fun-filled mystery where ghoulish ghosts and spirits greet your every turn. Like I said, this is Disneyland Paris's Haunted Mansion. It is very different than the one that we are used to in Disney World. So this is absolutely a must-do. It's actually more scary than what we're used to. There are new scenes. It's a completely different backstory. I don't want to give it all away because spoilers, but it is very different. It's very, very cool. It's got different scenes. It is scarier, completely different. This ride focuses all on the bride, which I think is really, really cool. It gives more backstory. I love that Haunted Mansions around the world have different kind of stories. So this one is absolutely a must-do. The only thing I will tell you is that the first time Emma and I rode it, this was the first time where we felt a little bit of a language barrier here in France. So it is a very cool ride, but we encourage you to actually look up the backstory yourself if you want to know what's going on in the story, because they say it all in French. So you don't really know what's going on. So I would encourage you, if you want, to look it up ahead of time. I'm not going to say it here in case you don't want any spoilers, but the first time we rode it, we didn't know the backstory, and the second time we rode it, we knew the backstory, and it was a lot more fun that way, a lot more enjoyable. But all that to say, Phantom Manor is absolutely a must-do. This is a lot of people's favorite ride in this park for very good reason. I love that it's in Frontierland, and it's got a whole different vibe to it. So Phantom Manor, absolutely a must-do.
Now, the food at Disneyland Paris has a bit of a reputation, and it's not a great one. It's famously hit or miss, with many guests finding it overpriced and underwhelming compared to other Disney parks. While there are a few standout spots like Bistro Chez Remy or the snacks in Avengers Campus, overall, dining is not the highlight here. However, there is one snack I will tell you is an absolute must-get on your trip, and that is the, oh boy, I'm so sorry, tartiflette au reblochon. from the little snack stand by It's a Small World. And y'all, this was so tasty. It has cheesy potatoes, creamy sauce, and salty ham all baked into the perfect little dish. It's hearty enough to feel indulgent, but still just a snack-sized portion. This was delicious, and I would not judge you if you got this every day on your trip. In fact, I wish I had done that myself. I still think about this snack every day. Bistro Chez Remy is like stepping into the world of Ratatouille. You're shrunk to the size of a rat and dining in a giant, whimsical Parisian kitchen. It's a must-do for the atmosphere alone. Even if you're not a foodie, this restaurant delivers one of the most immersive dining experiences in Disneyland Paris. Located in the Worlds of Pixar area of Walt Disney Studios Park, Bistro Chez Remy is inspired by the restaurant Remy opens in the movie Ratatouille. From the moment you walk in, you're transported into a larger-than-life kitchen where everything is scaled up. Giant jam jar lids for tables, champagne cork chairs, oversized cutlery, and glowing cocktail umbrellas hanging from the ceiling. It's themed dining at its best. Not just a meal, but an experience. It's unique to Disneyland Paris. You won't find this restaurant in any other Disney park. And it's right next to the Ratatouille ride, so you can go from cooking chaos to culinary delight in one seamless story arc. And stay tuned, we will have a full review on this restaurant coming to the channel soon. Now, there is one thing that you can do at Disneyland Paris that you cannot do at any other Disney park in the world, and that is drink champagne on Main Street. There is a small cart on Main Street that actually sells champagne. It will cost you 20 euros, which is about 23 US dollars, and comes with a Disneyland Paris souvenir champagne flute. Talk about a fancy park souvenir. It felt a little weird and kind of wrong to sip champagne on Main Street, but also really cool. It's not just about the bubbles, it's about the setting. You're in a theme park that celebrates French culture, and sipping champagne while strolling past Sleeping Beauty's castle or while watching the parade feels like the perfect blend of fantasy and elegance. Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain in Disneyland Paris is the wildest version of Space Mountain anywhere. Fast, intense, and fully immersed in a Star Wars battle. It's a must-do for thrill seekers and sci-fi fans alike. Even if you've ridden Space Mountain in other parks, the Paris edition is in a league of its own. You're recruited by the Rebel Alliance and launched into hyperspace to battle Imperial forces. The ride begins with a dramatic launch from a Jules Verne-style cannon, then throws you into a high-speed looping coaster through deep space. Multiple inversions and high speeds make it the most intense Space Mountain in any Disney park. Star Wars theming surrounds you with TIE fighters, X-Wings, and a mission to destroy a Star Destroyer. The coaster is enclosed, so you're in pitch black with flashes of light and sound, a sensory overload in the best way. If you want adrenaline with a side of Star Wars, Hyperspace Mountain is your ride. It's fast, fierce, and unforgettable.
Our next must-do, we are teaming up with Iron Man and Captain Marvel for Avengers Assemble Flight Force. Here you're going to help Iron Man and Captain Marvel save the world from an intergalactic threat. In this attraction, you will board one of Stark Industries' new hypersonic vehicles and blast off on an epic adventure full of twists, turns, and loops. For my Disney Worlders back at home, this is Rock and Roller Coaster, the same ride system, but it's Rock and Roller Coaster mixed with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So you're on a roller coaster track, it's awesome, it goes upside down multiple times, but you're seeing the visuals next to you like Guardians of the Galaxy. This was great, it kind of tousled me around a little bit, but it's very fun and a must-do for us. So if you're here in Disney Studios, this is absolutely a must-do. Help save the world, you must.
From exclusive Spirit jerseys to Paris-themed mini ears, the merchandise here has a unique flair you won't find in other Disney parks. Whether it's a cozy sweatshirt with Sleeping Beauty's castle or a Ratatouille plush straight from the source, the souvenirs feel extra special because they're tied to this one-of-a-kind destination. Disneyland Paris has a big shopping and dining district called Disney Village. It's basically their version of Disney Springs or Downtown Disney. With countless shops, you're sure to find something for everyone in your group. Even if you're not a big shopper, grab something. Disneyland Paris merch is the kind of keepsake that instantly brings back the magic and the memories. The fireworks show at Disneyland Paris is pure magic. It's the emotional finale that turns your day into a fairy tale. Disney Tales of Magic transforms the night with fireworks, music, and a ton of glowing drones that bring your favorite Disney stories to life above Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's part nighttime spectacular, part tech magic, and 100% a must-see. It's a 10 out of 10. I mean, you can't go to a Disney park and not watch the fireworks. It's a little sacrilegious. Whether you're traveling with kids or just a Disney-loving adult, character meet and greets bring out the wonder in everyone. Watching a child light up when they meet their favorite princess, or getting a funny selfie with Donald Duck, is what Disney memories are made of. Disneyland Paris features exclusive character outfits you won't find in any other Disney park, making the meet and greets here extra special. For example, we met Phantom Manor Mickey. It was such a treat getting to see him rocking this fit. And here's a pro tip. You can't just walk up for this one. You'll need to snag a spot in a virtual queue through the Disneyland Paris app to meet him. A few other meet and greets in Disneyland Paris use virtual queues as well, so if you're planning a visit, be sure to check ahead so it doesn't catch you off guard. Don't skip the character meet and greets. They're the heart of the magic and some of the most unforgettable moments of your trip. Cars Road Trip is a laid-back, family-friendly attraction that turns a scenic drive into a Pixar-style adventure, perfect for fans of Lightning McQueen and Manor. It's not a thrill ride by any means, but it is a charming experience that's unique to Disneyland Paris and a great break from the high-energy attractions. You board a tram and cruise through the Cars universe, guided by Cruz Ramirez and Sally. Along the way, you'll pass quirky roadside attractions, oversized props, and animatronic characters like Lightning McQueen, Luigi, and Guido. Now, this isn't exactly a must-do for everyone. I put this one on the list for one reason and one reason only. If you are a fan of the old backlot tour from Disney's MGM Studios, this ride is for you. The highlight of this attraction is Cars Catastrophe Canyon, a dramatic scene where a massive water tanker explodes in a simulated flash flood, complete with shaking ground, roaring water, and fiery effects. It's a reimagined version of the old studio backlot tour's Catastrophe Canyon, now themed to fit the Cars franchise. So if you're feeling a little nostalgic for the old MGM Studios, it's a must-do. Go ride Cars Road Trip. You'll be happy.
All right, I hope you can hold your breath because our next must-do, we are going under the sea, not Little Mermaid, but for Crush's Coaster. This is in Walt Disney Studios Park. Here you're gonna spin, dive, and fight against the current as you get swept up in a whirlpool of adventure. This is an indoor roller coaster themed to Crush from Finding Nemo. It's very fun, it's very, I would say, thrilling. Not quite Avengers Assemble level thrill, but it is really fun. It is the most popular ride in this park, if not both parks here at Disneyland Paris. Sometimes I can see where you might be a little underwhelmed after getting off the attraction, but it is absolutely a must-do. It's very, very fun. It is, again, a mix of a roller coaster with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind from Epcot. So the vehicle, you're in a shell, it spins around, it's very fun. I would say it's a little bit more thrilling than Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a little bit more jerky just because of the twists and turns and things like that, but very, very fun, must do. You might have to purchase a skip the line pass for it because, again, typically 80-minute long waits, and it's not worth that much, but absolutely must do. You should ride it.
Now, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Please give us a like, it helps us out a lot. If you've been to Disneyland Paris yourself, is there any other things you would put on this must-dos list? Let me know in the comments, and also put this secret code down there so I know you watched the entire video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We post fun Disney Parks content from all over the world all week long because we're serious about fun here. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.